What's up, YouTube? Back again. This is part 4. Now, towards the end of the red phase, they have this little peer evaluation thing, figure out who was the best peer of the male and who was the worst of the male, as opposed to who was the best of female, who was the worst of the female. Yeah, we did voting things, stuff like that. I was the quiet one during red phase, so I was pretty impressed. I came in second, third place for best male, but I wasn't really outstanding in shows of leadership and put myself out there to be known in order to get these things for me to even win that. But I was pretty impressed of the votes that I got, because at the end of the first week or two, people already started disliking others. And lucky for me, I had no one dislike me, at least to my knowledge, because no one had any problems against me. I was like, ain't nobody got nothing against you, Odin. Go away. I go, oh, excuse me, quiet boy. Oh, alright. That's the way I like it too. The gas chamber. Oh my gosh, the gas chamber. Oh man, this one female who was like best female was she was a specialist at E4 trying to go to OCS, become an officer. She was one of 2 people that was going that route. It was another female, same way. We call her grandma because she's the oldest one, and she looked like she could be somebody's grandmother. So this female specialist, Tompkins, she's top notch. She eventually earned herself a PT badge because she scored at least a 90 on the push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. She scored at least a 90 or above on 90% or above each one of them. They have a little list of according to your age and where you should be at minimally to pass or to get this badge or wherever. So this dude, Shucheki, PFC Shucheki, he won the best individual thing with the most votes. Tompkins came in second place, and she was real close because she went through the gas chamber 3 times. One with the mask and twice without it. Because one of the 2nd platoon drill sergeants found her smiling, laughing all the time. So he spoke to our platoon drill sergeant and wanted Tompkins in 2nd platoon. So she was in 2nd platoon that day. So she went in there once with them, no, twice with them, and once with us. Total 3 times. That showed encouragement. We applaud for that. I actually voted for the 2. So if I had to choose one, I'd definitely choose her because she was the one that did it. I was pretty impressed that I came in, finished top 5, 3rd place. I was like, wow, like it was Jackie, then her, then me. Like, okay. And then if you was voted the worst one, you basically got a council statement, also known as a write-up. But if you want the best person, you also got a good write-up instead of a negative one. So we are on white phase. So our captain, company commander, Susan Passero, she ripped that red flag off our flag, put the white one on it, and it was like, yeah, that's what's up. Friendly position, move, push-ups. Everybody did it. Drill sergeants did it too. We was just on the ball. Now we on the white phase. And that's when all my drill sergeants knew who I was. Like, oh, great. Private Odin. Oh, great. Private Odin, Private Odin, Private Odin. And then Drill Sergeant or Beta. Oh my gosh, that Filipino chick, she was on my nerves. We'll eat chow, breakfast. Seconds, we got more food. Where's Sergeant? Where's Private Odin? I hide in the latrine, the restroom, freak. I'm hiding. You ain't gonna find me because I already know. She don't even have to look around looking for me. She just be like, where is the fallen people? And she have her people. I was picked on. I said, oh man, poor Private Odin. Just hard beta, just messing with you. She was. But the white phase, when you start shooting your weapon, your M16. So I had Captain Susan Passero. She was laying next to me as I was in a prone position, shooting my weapon down range. She was telling me what I needed to do to get better. Now, I noticed I always do good around officers as opposed to non-commissioned officers or NCOs. eventually, when it's all said and done, the shooting range, we had shooting for like 2 weeks out of the 3-week phase. Second and the third week of white phase, we started shooting. Those didn't qualify at when it's all said and done got pushed back into another unit when they was in white phase. So we lost some people. There was one girl, you need at least a 23 to even be marksman. I did a 32 out of possible 40. I did that one time. Now it's considered sharpshooter. One person did 38 out of 40 in my platoon. He was considered expert. No one did 40 out of 40. He was the highest one out of the 3 platoons, company unit. He was the top dude at 38. And then somebody else had 35, 36 maybe. And then here I come with 32. So I was top 5 in that out of everybody of the whole unit. That was pretty cool. But there was this one chick. She kind of looked like a female version of Snoop Dogg. Private Rogers. Oh my God. She was hideous. But anyways, she couldn't even score 23. Her top number was 22, 22, 22, 22. She couldn't hit the far away range, but the close one she hit. Man, it was all said and done. When it was over with, 22. I was like, oh man. So she didn't stick around with us longer. So she moved out and left. Somebody else moved out and left. That was white phase, mostly learning how to shoot your weapon. Pretty much interesting. You have to adjust your little aiming thing, all that other good stuff. And you get your M16 weapons on the second day of red phase. We go in, you get assigned to a weapon. Wherever you go, that weapon go. If you go into a latrine or go to church or anything else, like during the weekends on Sundays, somebody had to watch your weapons. Because you can't bring your weapon into church. You can't bring your weapon into the cafeteria. You couldn't do none of that. During breakfast, lunch, and dinner, march through, you have somebody assigned to watch weapons in the beginning. So the person that's the relief, he goes in right away, quick, fast. Because he got to relieve the other person because he got to eat too. After that exchange, and after that, we all done. We get our weapons, where it's at, we on our way out. Bad part is if a drill sergeant has your weapon, that ain't good. Because that means you wasn't responsible enough to have your weapon on you. Or have somebody watch your weapon for you. My weapon was never taken. My weapon, however, was dismantled when I was asleep in my bunk bed. One drill sergeant came out of nowhere and just took it apart. So when you wake up, you'd be like, oh my God, what happened? But during white phase, or red towards white, you're going to learn how to take apart the weapon, clean it, clean certain parts of the area, know what parts they are, reattach, put it back together in a working fashion. So one of the people that was doing night guard shift, he saw what the drill sergeant was doing, so he put my weapon back in place. He told me the next morning. This was a 3rd platoon drill sergeant. I don't know why he was messing with me. He had night shift that night. He decided to pick on me. So we're private holding that. And then one of my battle buddies helped me out, which was good. Like it. Classic moments. White phase was pretty fun. But we did end up losing some bodies because they couldn't pass the shooting range part. And then here comes another PT test, like the red phase. Speaking of red phase PT test, oh my gosh. Out of 55 of us, probably 15 at the most passed. And everybody else failed. I failed. This one top-notch dude, Drill Sergeant Daniel Marino, he liked to shoot checky. The guy who won the most votes for red phase at the end of red phase. This dude here likes shoot checky. Now I was telling this dude, he likes you, man. He thinks you a good soldier. You should be infantry and blah blah. He wanted to be a medic, a combat medic. They call it 68 whiskey. That's what he wanted to be. He didn't want to be no infantryman. Even though we all train like infantrymen, because when it's all said and done, you're gonna learn infantry tactics. Add on to the MLS you want to be, unless you just chose to be infantryman. We only had 2 people in our whole entire platoon that wanted to be infantrymen. Truck drivers, this, that, cooks, all that common stuff. we had all those things. But yeah, we ended up losing some bodies. Red phase, people failed. Checky failed. I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. One chick earned like a PT badge at the end of white phase because she maxed out everything. Female at that. The dude, Private Heritage, he really didn't get a PT badge because of his sit-ups. But the 2-mile run and push-ups, he got that down pat. And there was one dude in 3rd platoon. That dude ran 2 miles in under 11 minutes, easy. He was in the back one time, led to the front, lapped almost everybody. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this dude. This dude did like 10:25 in 2-mile run. That was the best time. And he smoked everybody. He earned his PT badge immediately after red phase. But white phase, he kept it because he kept doing what he was doing. And then white phase was better for it because the majority of us passed. Those who didn't pass the red, they passed the white. Everybody in our platoon passed. I was like, cool. That was white phase. White phase is pretty cool. Blue phase is where it's at. And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. Stay tuned. Blue phase, baby. I'm going to finish off some of the white. Then I'm going to get to the blue phase.